May mana ito labo ko.
There were not many toys around, so children didn't have very much. Often it was things that were made for them. And Christmas was the only time that they got toys usually. Occasionally they might get something for the birthday. But 9 times out of 10 that was clothing, because it was the only way they could get it. My granddad died when he was 52. And my dad had to leave the job he got so that he could stay. As I said, it was a place where if you didn't work there you didn't have a house. So he left and went to the carriage works, which was the people that owned the housing. The house had got 2 rooms downstairs and a kitchen. Upstairs there were 2 bedrooms and a loft. The coal house to store the coal was in the house, not outside, and it was between the pantry and the stairs. And so if you wanted anything for your fire, you just went across your room and got it out. And that was useful, especially in the winter, but not always very good. It was better if you could have your coal outside, but you couldn't. We've got small yards, and for your loo, no indoor loo. No indoor loo. Where my dad lived, it was 1 loo to about 6 or 8 houses. And it was a big board across with holes in, 2 or 3 holes, so people would all go in at the same time. But where Mum lived, it was 1 loo for 2 houses. What you would do, you would go down your yard and into the next door to go to the loo, and at the back of the loo there was another hole that was in our yard that was for the dustbin, so the people next door used to come across into our yard for that. And they were not too bad, those people there. The loo, when you went in, you would see squares of newspaper on pieces of string on the back of a door. Squares of newspaper. No, it wasn't to do the crossword. That was your loo roll. There was no loo roll. It was just squares of newspaper. If you were fortunate, you might get the news of the world, which had got good crossword in it, but not very often. The winter got mug cons in there. There was a Kelly lamp put in, which was an oil lamp at the base with a wick in it and a glass globe, and that was put into the loo, so you got light when you went in the winter, and it gave a little bit of warmth as well, but not much. And if it was really cold, you wanted to get out quick and back in the house.